live voodoo ritual done on camera. This guy, I believe from London or Australia, he has an accent. This white guy went all the way to a Latino country, I believe it was Cuba, and literally got a live voodoo ritual done on camera.
Devilish cults, walking corpses, and eerie encounters with heart-stopping endings. Each shadowy moment on our mysterious planet has a visual record of it. So, join us to watch the peculiar activities of those who were not prepared to be filmed.
Dude, what the hell is that? Oh my god. No, bro, go.
This drone footage is proof that it's not just during Halloween that you see spooky things happening. Look at this trio, dressed in dark clothes, but white masks and holding hand in hand. Were they playing something? But why would they do that in such a hushed corner?
Just the wind's really strong right
I think they're like trying to summon someone. Yeah.
Thanks to this drone camera, they were spotted there, though it wasn't just the camera that caught sight of them. They noticed the camera as well.
Back the drone away!
Back
the
drone
drone away!
away.
I'm trying, I can't!
They're staring at it.
Dude, they're literally staring.
The trio, wishing not to be captured without consent, scattered in different directions, forming the perfect triangle. People were certain it was a magical ritual being performed in barren lands, as it appeared really strange to be done among ordinary folks. Grim ceremony. Take a look at those eerie voodoo dolls tucked beneath the shaggy material. This was captured by a group of tourists who, while visiting Africa, stumbled upon this strange activity and shared this video online. You would not believe, but the audience went nuts! Were they doing some black magic before their eyes, or invoking otherworldly forces? Well, I did my searching and found out it was a Zangbeto cult. They're named after a West African hero who protects people from bad spirits. They look scary and put on intense performances, so it's easy to believe they're powerful. But something feels off about it. Mysterious Guardian. In 2021, a CCTV security feed shows something unexpected happening on a dark street. Two men were seen fighting. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a third figure caught all the attention. With a forceful gesture, it pushed one man backward, as if helping the fallen one to get up. As soon as the guy was back on his feet, the mysterious figure merged with him, leaving only two individuals standing. Lots of theories were flying around online. Was it a supernatural guardian or something else entirely? Do you have any thoughts about the video? Comment down below. Midnight Visitor. A man woke from his sleep by an unusual noise echoing through his house. Checking out the reason, he found something really strange. Having an egged head and almond eyes. Could it be that an alien had made its way into his home? It seemed as if the lifeform was also eager to make its debut appearance, appearing shortly after the guy began searching for it. The video from the house camera spread like wildfire online, making everyone in the neighborhood nervous and curious about the unexpected visitor. However, no satisfying explanations have been provided by the authorities. Papal possession. Check out another viral video that's been taking social media by storm. All you have to do is focus on the Pope. Standing among the people, he does something really strange. Instead of just scratching his nose or rubbing his eyes like we do, he reaches towards his face. And it wasn't a regular scratch or rub. What happens next is just too unbelievable. It's like he's stretching his face like a rubber band. Some people think it's not really the Pope, while others say it might be a body double or even an alien. Now, it's your turn to figure out what's really going on in this video. Reanimated corpse. In a cold room with autopsy tools and deceased neighbors, this corpse had some unusual plans. Look for yourself. This video captured at a CCTV camera of a Russian hospital morgue left everyone scared to their cores. A place where stiffs are not supposed to show any movement, this corpse stirred under the white sheets. It was as if the Grim Reaper himself was lurking around, leaving everyone at the hospital shaken. The staff requested the management to transfer them to other wards instead of morgues. After all, who wouldn't want to work here after witnessing this with their own eyes? Esoteric buffoon. I do apologize if watching this video alone at night in bed gives you the chills. An anonymous hunter was shocked when he checked the footage from his trail camera in the woods. Unlike his expectations, it was not a deer or a wild boar, but a man with a blank stare and abnormal behavior. Not only this, but the spooky clown kept coming up close to the camera, waving all creepy-like. It was like as if he knew the camera was there and wanted to flex his bizarre stunts. Even though we've seen some strange things before, this one takes the cake of terror. Door walker. Many may not believe me when I say that this isn't CGI, but I assure you, it happened for real. Where a guy was sleeping peacefully on a floor, this man simply walked out and then reappeared through the shut doors. Was it even a man? Or is some ghost moving around so casually? The sleeping man woke up feeling uneasy. It was as if his nightmare turned into a reality. Where some were shocked to their core, skeptics continued saying it was a case of cleverly edited footage, creating the illusion of someone walking through locked doors. But anyway, the truth may be out there, but I don't know, I'm too scared to go looking. Ghostly afflicted. What's this man up to? Initially, it might seem like a media strategy, but as it dragged on, it caused genuine fear among people. A CCTV camera in a store captured a man doing bizarre and unnatural movements beyond human capabilities. This strange event made people wonder if the man was possessed by a ghost or a demon. Others joked that he was simply dodging the bill. Well, regardless of the true reason, such situations shouldn't be taken lightly. Let's all pray for the safety of this guy. Devilish Grove. The video, captured shortly after an incident, may be short and grainy, but it's undeniably genuine. In March 2015, a bike rider who had just had an accident came across a figure that resembled a djinn peering through the shadows of the trees. Did you find him? He stood there, his dark eyes fixed on the recorder, as if warning them to leave the place immediately. Locals warned that the place was haunted and was a restricted area, as numerous tragedies had been reported by those who passed through these roads. The video ended abruptly, leaving us unaware of the fate of the passenger. All we can do is hope that he returns safely to his family. Trapped reflection. In one of the spookiest videos circulating the internet, a child's innocent gaze takes an unexpected turn. As the toddler turns his head, the reflection in the mirror reveals something entirely different, sending chills down viewers' spines. But even before that, something eerie happens. The child's eyes turn pitch black. Many speculate that this could be the most authentic footage of black-eyed children, whereas others raise questions of whether it's a clever CGI trick or evidence of the paranormal. As the video continues to baffle and terrify viewers, no one knows what's really behind those dark eyes. Walking corpse. You would have probably seen this viral video of a zombie-like woman in Seattle, as it's been making waves across social media platforms. While some people are not ready to discuss it, others are sure of it being real. I mean, just look at her. She was kinda messy, with her hair all over the place and some bald spots, and her style of walking as if she belonged to another planet. Plus, not wearing any shoes and constantly dragging her feet? Why would any normal human walk like that? While some say it's all just a hoax or an actor pretending, others point out aspects of the video that are hard to explain. Well, we're curious to know your thoughts on this ghastly woman. Concealed interlopers. This video serves as a reminder of why it's important to check your CCTV cameras before heading out for a nighttime walk alone. What this guy witnessed on his CCTV camera was beyond belief. Orb-like figures were gliding silently past the fence of a house in the dark. And guess what? The last two figures threw something into the yard. Their quick movements made it hard to tell if they were just regular people or something more eerie, like demons. Viewers were curious to know whether the objects they threw were visible in the morning, or did they vanish like the mysterious figures themselves? Well, what I don't like about such situations is that the truth often remains hidden. Church hovering demon.
¿Qué es eso?
The video went viral when people reported a frightening sight in Vatican City, Italy. A flying demon was seen hovering over a church in broad daylight. Surprisingly, people saw it climbing up the building and then just chilling at the top.
Se está subiendo. Suave, 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 que no se me pierda de vista.
Some are even suggesting that this could be a sign, a warning perhaps, of the end times. There was no doubt that the creature looked incredibly lifelike with its broad wingspan, but there were still doubts about whether it was just a really good CGI. It's time for you to jump into the comments and let us know what you think of this video. Transient caller. This clip shows a man living alone in his apartment who heard an unusual knock on his door. He opened it to see who was out there at this time, but found no one there. Wait! I think he spotted something zipping away, giggling like a mischievous spirit. You might think the fright was over for the night, but it wasn't. The ghost friend wanted to play more. It tapped again, then disappeared under the kitchen shelf. The man, thoroughly spooked, decided it was best to leave in haste, proving that sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. Missing heads. This video of the headless man is really puzzling. I mean, how can two people be walking around without heads? It's the kind of sign that will make you avoid sleeping alone at night. And what's even creepier is that these are two separate incidents from different places. At first, I thought it could be some kind of trick, but nope, it's pretty obvious. It makes you think about the folks around us, huh? You never know what's going on just by appearances. Phantom assistance. Jose, a construction worker, faced an unexpected encounter on his job site. On the CCTV, he was seen moving a heavy object with someone when he suddenly looked up in surprise. And guess what happened next? There was no one there. Well, if nobody, then who had been helping him? It was a moment of utter confusion for everyone. While the guy was looking for clues, he came across a photo on the wall, and what he found was chilling. The person who was detected helping him in the clip had passed away 8 years prior. While we value the company of our loved ones, it might be wise to let the departed rest in peace. Water walker. One after another, this video will also leave you pondering the casual occurrences happening around us. This time, it's a man walking on water. And as expected, everyone just pulled out their cameras to catch every second of this unbelievable stunt. Like a coin tossed into the air, opinions on the matter flew in every direction, with some painting him as a modern-day Moses parting the waters, while others dismissed the spectacle as nothing more than a magician's trick performed on a transparent stage. Well, it seems even superheroes aren't immune to a little trouble now and then. Looks like Captain Chaos got himself caught red-handed for causing a ruckus in public. Time slip. Another video leaves us questioning whether it was a super editing trick or a magical occurrence. This 7-year-old camera footage begins with a peaceful scene where a guy is seen running on a track near the woods. But wait, did he just disappear into the air? The clip had a lot of people curious about what had just happened with the boy. Was it a clear case of time traveling? Since there wasn't much information available about the boy, further details couldn't be collected. Hypnotized assembly.
What the f is happening?
What do you think was going on here? A whole group of community frozen with time. It's something extremely creepy. Some people thought it was some kind of ritual or a cult thing. Others thought they were hypnotized, which would explain why they looked so blank and emotionless. Whereas a few brushed it off as a mere publicity stunt, as they didn't want to think about anything creepy or strange going on.
Gotta go. Get me out.
Well, to me, they all looked under the influence of some otherworldly force. What's your take on it? Translucent Glide. During a live broadcast on a Honduran morning news segment, viewers were shocked when the glass on the host's table suddenly moved on its own. At first glance, you might brush it off as a trick of the eye, but take a closer look and you'll see the anchor's genuine bewilderment. The reaction tells a different story, one that leaves us questioning what exactly is happening before our eyes. Likewise, in a more recent event documented in 2021 at a renowned pub in Sunderland, a just-poured pint started inching toward the bar's edge, confusing everyone present. Some claimed ghosts haunted the old place, while others dismissed it as just a marketing tactic for fame. Harbinger of Doom. Did any of you notice this uninvited guest to the ceremony of King Charles and Queen Camilla's coronation? Since it was posted online, this video has become a major topic among people, as it shows a mysterious figure draped in black, strolling down the aisle with a long staff in hand. Who do you think he is? Some say he looks like the Grim Reaper. You know, like the scary skeleton guy, long cloak, big scythe, whole nine. Others say he might bring bad luck or something even more bizarre. Even though lots of people are guessing who this mysterious person is and what he was doing, we still don't know for sure. But one thing is for certain, it's made everyone uneasy and question the presence of such an ill omen during celebrations. Hazmat Pedestrian. In a neighborhood, a man in a hazmat suit walked around, making people curious and worried. Even though people wore such suits during the pandemic, his walk scared them. Some thought he might spread germs, others thought he was doing science stuff. The man looked calm, which made people wonder more. When it got dark, he disappeared, leaving everyone confused. People kept talking about it, trying to understand why he walked around like that. Spirit-driven tram.
I'm coming for you. And you said it.
Did this guy just return from a ghost hunt with his supernatural friends? Look carefully. As he was about to enter his Ford, a shopping trolley mysteriously clashed, leaving him shocked.
If this is that one, let it explode right into it.
Wanting to know the truth, the man decided to review the store's CCTV footage. To his surprise, the video clearly showed the metal cart turning on its own to face his vehicle as he approached. People said one should never go on ghost hunts because such things are then bound to happen to that person for the rest of their lives. If you've ever considered visiting such places, perhaps it's wise to give it a second thought. Eerie grinning.
A woman was spotted behind home plate smiling in the utmost creepy way with a bright yellow shirt that read "Smile."
This is something you wouldn't want to see at a football match. There was this woman in a yellow shirt with "Smile" written on it.
That's horrifying. She was even standing up at one point to really stand out.
Just standing there near the court. Nothing was wrong, until her creepy smile gave everyone goosebumps, making fans and players wonder who she was and why nobody did anything about it. And guess what? Some speculated it was a mere publicity stunt for the upcoming movie called Smile, while others just dismissed it as lame, suggesting she was either possessed by demonic forces or struggling with mental health issues. Frightening anomaly. A large furry creature perched on top of a pole, doing stuff that's not what you'd expect from an animal. This uncanny footage captured in 2016 by a fisherman shows a mighty life form grabbing a seagull and then smacking it on the pole. While people were guessing the identity of this creature, some said it was a supernatural devil of sorts, while others suggested it might be a furious bird seeking revenge on the seagull for reasons unknown. Well, if birds start plotting revenge, we might need to watch our backs during picnics. Croc motorist. This wild footage shows a guy riding his motorcycle with a crocodile tied to it. A lot of viewers were not happy with this sight, especially animal lovers, who were pushing for the government to step up and take action. Some said he was taking the reptile to a nearby safari, but why would he do it in such a wrong way? We all believe in granting equal rights to all living creatures, and therefore such activity should be banned with heavy charges and punishments. Timber headgear. A truly bizarre video posted a few years back shows a man wearing what can only be described as a miniature wooden shed on top of his head. With a built-in electronic music player and a chimney that shoots fire, this scene is already quite extraordinary. But wait, there's more. The man just casually walks down a quiet residential street, blasting dubstep music while his shed glows with an otherworldly vibe. The guy who recorded it joked that this man was quite the character, claiming he wanted to live alone and considered that tiny house on his head his entire world. Pool danger. Imagine having a perfect couple moments in the pool, when suddenly a third wheel appears, and it's an alligator! While the guy dashed out of the water super fast, his partner took a moment before hurrying out. With a mix of adrenaline and disbelief, they watched as the uninvited guest made himself at home in their pool. And just like that, their midnight swim turned into a spine-chilling memory they couldn't shake off anytime soon. Live teleportation.
Not one.
While the clip may be short, it's hard to ignore the bizarre occurrence. Everything appeared normal until suddenly the man on the bicycle seemed to materialize out of nowhere. He wasn't in the frame on the left side, yet suddenly there he was, pedaling along on the right. Is this simply a glitch in the Matrix, or is there something more mysterious at play, causing this guy to seemingly teleport onto the street? Well, he was brave because he seemed pretty chill about it all. But if I were there, I'd probably freak out big time. Puppeted people. The video you're watching is not to be skipped, as it shows the unreleased off-air moments of former American President Bill Clinton. You'll thank the team for not airing it once you see what happened. Just watch the president's expressions. He seems completely blank, as if not aware of where he is present. Don't you think it's unsettling, like he's being controlled like a puppet? And it's not just him. There are other instances, like with basketball player Draymond Green freezing on live TV.
But it's been a heck of a ride, to be honest.
These incidents compel us to reconsider whether it's safe to let our children watch TV alone, because the video certainly sent chills down my spine. Bipedal marionette. Did you just think that his doll is a cute little toy? If you did, you might want to reconsider how you judge toys next time. This wooden dummy moves around just like Chucky from the movies, and is super crazy to make even the toughest people shiver with fear. It appears like the doll is real, just like a child walking along with his parents. Have any of your toys ever behaved like that? Thankfully, this puppet, despite its eerie movements, hasn't been noticed showing any signs of harmful intent. But we simply couldn't allow toys to start moving on their own. Is this simply a pygmy, or a true case of being possessed and kept by its owners for a greater purpose? Heartless disposal.
It is a disturbing video. The woman tossing a bag of puppies into a dumpster in California.
This video from 2019 shows a woman getting out of her big car and throwing a sack into the nearby dustbin. We all might think that there's some junk stuff inside, but nope. There was nothing else inside, as it was moving with little howling sounds coming out. A homeless guy jumped into the scene, suspicious of the muttering noise from the bag, and recovered this.
7 puppies, look at them there. They were discovered by a man going through the trash. As you could see from those pictures, they appeared to be just a few days old.
The whole activity was recorded on camera, and the lady was sentenced to jail for more than 6 months. Thankfully, the puppies were now at a haven and enjoying good health. Spirit-infested vehicle. Have you ever witnessed a tractor moving by itself? Well, it might seem like a joke until you actually witness it happening in real life. A recent video posted on YouTube claims to show a haunted tractor that moves in its own direction. It's like a no-driver policy. The incident was quite disturbing, as the vehicle continued running wildly through the fields, destroying the crops of the farmers. It is said that someone finally managed to stop it, but how all this happened has not been made clear as of yet. Locals said that the automobile was possessed, but do you believe in such things? Vintage delivery. The puzzling practice of someone wearing a TV on their head and leaving old box TVs on doorsteps has confused a neighborhood in Virginia just outside of Richmond. Have a look for yourself. Here is the supposed human wearing a TV on their head delivering vintage TVs to doorsteps before vanishing without any trace. Who was he? And why was he doing this? No one ever identified the person. It's like they were auditioning for a role in a sci-fi sitcom, always sporting a TV on their head. Many said that the mysterious showman was a new marketing technique of an electronic company. But why the old televisions? Frozen mutts. All those who fear dogs have always wished to see them quiet and still. But once they were seen like this, the scenery was scary enough to keep us thinking about it for days. A few years back, what these explorers recorded in the woods were these 3 canines. They did not show any signs of life, as if frozen in time. After all, what was up with these creatures? It wasn't merely the cold weather that had frozen them, but something else. Many speculated that the dogs were possessed by some ghost lurking in the forest, whereas a few others said it was their training session in process. But where was the trainer? The animals remained a mystery for a long time, but nothing was ever discovered about them. Intriguing intruders. In a viral CCTV clip from 2018, a bar's security cameras caught robbers sneaking in after closing time. With hidden faces, they crawled on the floor like slippery worms, with their movements quiet and careful. The police said they were some really clever thieves who knew how to hide their faces in the security cameras and dodge the sensory alarms. I suppose we should take some lessons from these guys on sneaking back home late at night without getting caught. Playfulness apart, the incident confused the authorities as they continued looking for clues, but always returned empty-handed. Vaulting drainage cover. Following the incident of the moving tractor, now it's the manhole cover's turn to show some strange behavior. Nearly 2 years ago, a rare video surfaced from Colorado showing a manhole cover bouncing out of its holder. Jumping up and down like a Joyland swing for children, the metal lid seemed to have a life and mind of its own. Everyone wondered why this odd metal contraption was boogieing around like it had just won a dance-off. While some thought it was just air making it move, others were terrified. They believed something supernatural was at work, like a ghost, and said that it needed some old-fashioned exorcism to prevent it from crazy dancing. Aerial descent. I highly doubt that this clip will unsettle bird lovers. This snap reveals hundreds of birds descending from the sky, swarming into a peaceful neighborhood in Mexico. Like birds of a feather, these creatures descended upon the neighborhood, leaving everyone confused. Sadly, many could not withstand the impact and met their end. Some said the birds were worn out from a long migration, whereas others hinted at them being scared of a big, scary predator. Or was it the electric wires that confused them? Either way, it was a sad day for the birds and the neighborhood. Duck Squadron. There's this super weird video from China from February 2023 where hundreds of ducks are just circling a car. Maybe they got lost. Well, don't worry though, they only blocked the road for a little while before they waddled off. But what was wrong with those birds? Was it linked to the person inside the car, or were they on some covert mission of their own? We're just as puzzled as you are. The duck keeper said that this was unusual behavior that he'd never seen before, and we cannot agree more that the sight of those ducks circling around the car was eerie, like seeing a mysterious ritual in the middle of town. It's time for today's open discussion. It's the Silent Land once again. A group of individuals dressed in white from head to toe were seen busy in a quick, secretive activity, making sure no one stole their way. As the footage was recorded from a distance, we could not understand what they were exactly doing, but it was surely something suspicious. What do you think? Were they buying something? Or, like the one we've seen before, calling for a supernatural force? Just look at these two children who were seen running from there as if haunted by something uncanny. Unfortunately, just as curiosity peaked, the video abruptly ended, leaving the viewers with numerous uncertainties, saying they were really scared of what they saw, and something needed to be done to stop such antics. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.